I've got a Monday lucky 15 for you. Tonight is Sunday. Thanks very much indeed for checking in. Great to have you with me. Lovely to be with you. As I say, we are on Sunday and I've got 4 horses running on Monday. And I shall tell you all about those 4 in just one second. They're attractive prices. The bookmakers have just gone up on these horses, which run on Monday the 24th of October. They put them in at 11 to 2, 6 to 1, 10 to 1 and 12 to 1. So any double will pay around about 40 to 1. Any treble will be 400 to 1, and we'll go on from there. If you get the lot up, you get yourself a 5,000 to 1 accumulator. Well, a double's not so bad. A treble will be beautiful, and that's how we get the whole 4 up. We're going to go each way on all 4 horses. They've all got valid reasons for tipping them and betting them, and I shall be doing exactly that tomorrow. And I'm going to give you all 4 horses now. So if you've got your pens and papers ready, we'll get straight into it. We are running 3 at Newcastle, which runs in the twilight tomorrow night meeting, afternoon and night, and 1 early on air on a horse running in a handicap for the first time from a stable very adverse to doing that, with horses getting ready, then winning first time up. Tell you about that one in a moment as well. I've got 2 horses still to run today being Sunday. They run later on in Ireland, so I wish you the best of luck with those 2. Good luck with them too, and let's hope they can do the business, touch wood. And there we go. Ooh, just dropped something there in front of me. Right, okay, so where are we going to go? Let's go first of all to the meeting at Ayr. I've got 1 at Ayr for you and 3 at Newcastle. I'm going to take you to Ayr for the 2:10 for a horse trained by Nicky Richards. Now, Nick is a master trainer who takes his time with horses. He likes national hunt bred horses, and he takes the time and he brings them along very patiently indeed. And he's done this with a horse here, which I'm all over tomorrow, called Hard Iron. It's number 9, Hard Iron, trained by Nicky Richards, ridden by Callum Bewley. Bewley's rode this horse a couple of times. He didn't ride it last time. Sean Quinlan was on it. But tomorrow at Ayr, this horse, this gelding, who's a 6-year-old, is stepping up in trip. And that's an absolutely key, well, one of the key reasons that I'm all over this horse tomorrow. The other reasons is that Nicky Richards has took his time so much with this one. He really has. The horse has not run since June. He's had it really, really patient approach with it. But I'm told it's really working well at home. It's ready to win. It's ready to run. And although it's gone off at 22 to 1, 66 to 1, 16 to 1 the last 3 times it's ran, they were all over 2-mile races. For its handicap tomorrow, its debut over the handicaps, it's running over nearly 2.5 miles, so it's stepping up in trip. A good bit of placing by Nicky Richards here in a mark of just 84. And that really does look pretty lenient in this race at 0 to 100 in the 2:10 at Ayr. I've got to be on it. Number 9. It's called Hard Iron. No idea how good this horse really is, but nor is the handicapper. The assessor doesn't know either, and he's put it in at 84. And one would hazard a guess Nicky Richards has got it better handicap than that. Stepping up in trip, totally unexposed. It's number 9. It's called Hard Iron. Just looking at the odds checker, it's 11 to 2. Could go off a lot less than that. Could absolutely murder this field. Number 9, Hard Iron. And it's in the 2:10 at Ayr. It's your first bet of the day, first bet of the week on that card there at Ayr. It's the only bet I've got at the Northern Track at Ayr, and I wish you well with that one, Hard Iron. I like it a lot. As I say, I think he's got it really well handicapped and stepping up in trip. There's no telling how good it is compared to what it's ran so far. But one thing for sure, it's going to put up a really big performance. I've no doubt about that. Okay, so it leaves 3 more to go. Any new people coming on board for the first time today? And there's always new listeners and watchers and viewers coming into the telecast. I'm online at 6 p.m. nightly for the following day's racing. So I come on at 6 o'clock at the latest for the following day's racing to preview all the action and give you all what I can do you on this line free of charge. Right, okay, as much as I can anyway. Listen, 3 horses at Newcastle. If you're ready, I'll go through them, and you need your pen and papers. We're going to start with the 4:43 simply because it's race timed order. So we're going to go race timed order. Now this horse is put in at 11 to 2 on the card as well. The next one I've got for you is 10 to 1, and then the one at the end of the message, the telecast, is 12 to 1. As I say, any double will pay 4 blind 40, any treble will pay 400. You get the 4 up, it's 5,000 to 1. So a big chance with a Yankee or a lucky 15 tomorrow, each way, of course. 4:43 then at Newcastle at Gosford Park, and my idea of the winner here is number 5. It's called Baltic Baron, trained by Danny Brook and ridden by Cam Hardy. Now, Cam Hardy's a good jockey, and he's took over tomorrow on Monday from another good jockey, Jack Garrity, former jump jockey, and Jack's not riding it. Cam Hardy is riding it, and Jack, I think, would have been the first to blame himself last time up at Chelmsford, when I don't think it was given the best run in a selling race, went 5th of 10 behind a horse called Victory Star. I've watched that race over and over and over again, and he was in a pocket and just couldn't win from the position it's in. Now, with that in mind, the horse has been dropped £2, and Cam Hardy's going to sit on board. Now, I like the look of this because Cam Hardy, in particular, I think is really good at horses have to come late and off the pace, and I think this is going to be made to measure the strong pace, the even pace on this race is going to be absolutely pitch perfect, and the jockey as well, he loves these sort of races, and I think Cam Hardy will ride the winner, number 5. It's called Baltic Baron. It's the second bet of the day. It's not the final one because, as I say, there's 2 more to come, 10-1 and 12-1. And so I give you that one because it was the first of the 3 to run at Newcastle, but it isn't the last. So if you've got your pens and papers, let's give you the second bet on the Northern Track, Newcastle, which I very much like indeed. Not been for a long time, but I do like it there. 6:25 at the meeting at Newcastle is a 14-runner handicap, 0 to 60. Pretty ordinary race in anyone's terms. And number 9 here is called Koza Sara. Trained by Jim Goldie, who's had 50-odd winners at Newcastle in his career, so he really favours this track. I think he's got like an 11% strike rate at Newcastle, and that's pretty high. And this filly's got a really good chance. She really has. She's been dropped down to a mark of 54, and Jim Goldie's got it down from a mark of 60 back in September, so we're £6 lighter than it was then. And I think the race conditions are going to really suit this filly. There's only a 4-year-old against some older horses as well. And Koza Sara's been put in at 10-1. Thought she ran really well in an amateur riders race last time out, where Mr. Matthew Ennis rode Koza Sara. And in all honesty, the best position Koza Sara was in that day was right at the finish. She finished 3rd. Was way off the pace that day and finished 3rd. She does like to come fast and late, and I think she'll have the opportunity to do that over the mile course tomorrow. And I think she's got a great chance. She's a 10-1 chance each way. Number 9, Koza Sara, to bounce back to winning form, and I think she's got a really good chance. She actually won at this meeting, well, not this meeting, but she won at this track back in April at Ayr, and that was a pretty decent run as well. And I think it was actually in May, I believe, and then she went on to win in June. So she's won twice this year, and I think she could win again, that's for sure. When she won, she was off 47 and 51. She's off 54 now, but I think she's improving, and I think this race will be run to suit. So 6:25 at Newcastle, number 9, Koza Sara is the 3rd and penultimate bet I want to give you. The final bet runs in the 7:30 at Newcastle, and it's the biggest price one I've got of the 4. I've given you Hard Iron for Nicky Richards. I'm very sweet on that one each way. I'm going to be betting that quite every single. I like it. Baltic Baron, similar vein, that one. I like it. Not as strong as Hard Iron. That's probably a nap. Hard Iron, Baltic Baron. I'll give you Koza Sara just then. And I'm going to finish off with the 7:30 at Newcastle on horse number 5. It's called Highland Queen, trained by Brian Smart and ridden by Kevin Stott, who rode this filly last time out when she raced off a mark of 58 at Southwell. When she's at Newcastle, I think the surface is going to suit it a bit better as well. And I think this filly could be extremely well handicapped off a mark of 56. Been very lightly raced. It's only had 2 runs in the last 5-6 months. I think Brian Smart's got himself a big opportunity of winning with this 3-year-old, running against older horses, well handicapped. Number 5, Highland Queen. Forget about its run last time out. It's had all sorts of traffic problems in running, and Kevin Stott went on that day. She was 33-1. She's actually been 33-1, 25-1, 18-1, 100-1, 125-1 in her last 5 runs. I don't think she'll be that price tomorrow, and I think she could be well backed. I think she could win. She's number 5. She's called Highland Queen, and she takes to the stage in the 7:30 at Newcastle, and that's on Monday night. There we go. So you've got Highland Queen, Koza Sara, Baltic Baron, and hard iron. All 4 done and dusted bets for your lucky 15 or a Yankee each way. Any double will pay 40 to 1. Any treble will pay 400 to 1. And you get the lot there. You got 5,000 to 1. What a day that would be, and what a Monday that would be. That's it from me to you. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you at 6 o'clock Monday for Tuesday's action.